When you think about Amazon, you probably picture that massive online store, right? The one-stop shop for pretty much everything. But what if I told you that one of its biggest, most powerful businesses is something you probably don't even notice? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain on Amazon's secret empire. Its absolutely huge advertising engine. Let's get into it. So let me just ask you this. Out of everything Amazon does, I'm talking online retail, AWS cloud services, Prime subscriptions, the whole shebang, which part of it do you think is growing the fastest? The obvious answer would be selling more stuff or signing up more cloud customers, but that's not it. The real answer is kind of hiding in plain sight. You guessed it, it's advertising. In the first quarter of 2025, Amazon's ad business shot up by a whopping 18% year over year. And just to put that into perspective, that's not just fast for Amazon, that's actually growing faster than the entire global retail media market. Yeah, this isn't some side hustle anymore. It's quickly becoming a core part of what makes Amazon so profitable. So just how big is this empire we're talking about? Honestly, the scale is kind of hard to wrap your head around. And it's been built right under our noses, inside the very website so many of us use almost every single day. Okay, check this out, because this is where it gets really wild. Amazon's overall business is growing at a nice, healthy pace, no doubt about it. But its ad business, it's growing more than twice as fast. That tells you everything you need to know. Advertising isn't just part of the business anymore, it's becoming the main engine that's driving the company's growth. And the numbers, they are just mind-boggling. We're talking about a forecast of $60.6 billion this year. And get this, that's just from the ads on its shopping site. That number doesn't even count the commercials you see on Prime Video or the ads on their live streaming platform Twitch. It's huge. So how in the world did they build this thing? Well, it's by thinking way, way beyond just showing you an ad right before you click that buy button. Amazon has built this incredible system to reach you at every single step of your shopping journey. In the marketing world, they call it full funnel advertising. So what does full funnel even mean? It's basically a strategy that covers you from start to finish. It's there from the very first moment you even hear about a brand, all the way to the moment you actually buy the product. And it even works to make sure you come back for more. And you better believe Amazon has a tool for every single one of those stages. You can really split these tools into two main buckets. First, you've got the ads that are near the purchase. You know these ones. They're the sponsored products you see all over Amazon's search results. But then, and this part is so important, you have the ads that are far from the purchase. Using this super powerful tool called a demand-side platform, or DSP, Amazon can take what it knows about your shopping habits and show you ads on totally different websites, in your apps, and even on social media. And this breaks down that whole journey perfectly. It all starts with awareness. Let's say you see a commercial for a new kind of chip while you're watching a movie on Prime Video. Then comes consideration. You search chips on Amazon, and a sponsored video from that brand pops up at the top. Next is purchase. You click on an item and you see a sponsored ad for that same brand on the product page. And finally, loyalty. A week later, you're browsing a news site and boom, an ad for those chips shows up, reminding you to buy them again. See? It's a complete closed loop. Okay, but a fancy ad strategy doesn't mean anything if you're not talking to the right people, right? So who exactly is Amazon reaching with all this? Well, as it turns out, their audience is getting incredibly diverse and valuable, and it goes way beyond just the people shopping on their main website. I mean, the main retail site, Amazon.com, already reaches pretty much every adult age group out there, with a really big sweet spot in that key 25 to 34 demographic. For any brand that's selling a mainstream product, that's basically the jackpot. But Amazon didn't stop there. Now take a look at the audience on Twitch, their gaming and live streaming platform. It's a totally different story. While only about 15% of all adults are on there, a massive 34% of 18 to 24-year-olds are. So by owning Twitch, Amazon can give advertisers a direct pipeline to that younger Gen Z audience that is, frankly, getting a lot harder to reach anywhere else. And then you have Prime Video. Just by turning on ads for most of its subscribers, Amazon instantly created this new, gigantic audience for TV-style commercials. How gigantic? We're talking over 200 million global shoppers. That is a Super Bowl-sized audience that's available to advertisers literally every single day. So they've got the scale, they've got the strategy, and they've got the audiences. But this all leads to the biggest question of them all. For the brands spending billions of dollars on this stuff, does any of it actually work? Well, according to Amazon's own deep dive research, the answer is a huge yes, especially when brands use that whole full funnel strategy we talked about. Their analysis found that when brands mix different types of ads, say a display ad on a website and a video ad on Prime Video, they more than double their brand awareness compared to just using one type of ad. Just think about that for a second. 2.2 times higher. That's not just a small bump. That's a total game changer. It's basically proof that their strategy of hitting people at different points in their shopping journey really pays off for advertisers. But wait, it gets even better when you match the ad to what people are watching. An ad for sports gear shown during a live football game on Prime Video, that gets a 5x lift in brand awareness. An ad for a new video game during a gaming stream on Twitch, that gets an insane 7.5x lift. It just goes to show you, context is everything. So this is where things get kind of weird. We've got this fascinating paradox. When you ask actual consumers, they rate Amazon ads really highly. They say they're trustworthy, relevant, useful. But when you ask professional marketers, the people who actually buy the ads, Amazon doesn't even crack their top 5 favorite places to advertise online. There's this huge gap between the incredible results and how the industry actually sees them. And that leaves us with the big final question. Amazon has built this quiet giant, a powerful, data-driven ad machine that delivers results you just can't argue with. And it's growing like crazy. The shoppers, the consumers, they're clearly on board with it. The only question left is, how long will it take for the world's biggest advertisers to fully catch on? The answer to that isn't just going to affect Amazon. It's probably going to reshape the entire digital ad world as we know it.